You're still awake. The world went quiet, but your mind didn't. You're not alone. This is a podcast about life, music, and survival, with members from the hungry and dangerous. This is the Insomniac Pod, with your hosts, Barfi and Aiden.
Last strikes 12 and the curtain is raised. Another 7 hours of demons in the skies. Yeah, that's like for me. Hey, 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 hey.
What is going on, everyone? What is going on? Barfi here for another episode of the Insomniac Pod. And with me is my little man. He's my special boy, Aiden. How are you, bud?
I'm doing great, Barfi. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. You been busy?
Oh, busier than a cat.
No, everybody knows cats aren't busy, dude. They just sit around, just
Cat burying shit.
I mean, we all got to bury shit, you know. I mean,
A cat burying shit on concrete.
now that's pretty busy. That's pretty busy. It's pretty fucking busy.
How you going, Barf? You been busy?
Been busier than the Secret Service pretending that someone's trying to shoot the president. Yeah. You know, I love the fact and again, we're not going to talk politics here, but I do love the fact that, like, you hear pop, 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 and everyone's just like, you know, you would think there's a bunch of white men in that room. They'd be running for gunfire. Y'all thought they were all from Compton. like the fuck. But yes. So it's a very special episode because I have a near and dear friend to me and a friend of the hungry and dangerous and to the music community. He was on Banded season 1 and the lead singer of Sleeper Signal, Mr. William James.
What?
Will, how are you, brother?
Dude, doing all right, man. Killer intro on that podcast, dude.
Thank you. I spent several minutes making it. So have you been busy?
Oh, yes, very busy. Yeah, it's today's one of those nice kind of random days off that I had, so this kind of worked out great that we would do the podcast. I don't feel rushed or overwhelmed, and I'm just super happy to be in front of a couple of buddies of mine and talk about some things we love, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, usually we ask our guests to show their butthole before they come on. but
Extra for that.
You got to pay extra for that. But so I will say, Sleeper Signal's out. You have a song. You just came out with a new album about a couple months ago. I would say, what was it, about 4 or 5 months ago?
I want to say I think we released it on one of my favorite party nights, which is the night before Thanksgiving. So the night before Thanksgiving 2025, technically. So about, 5 months ago?
Yeah. So I remember looking at it. I remember you sent me a little teaser. I was on vacation because you sent me Mother. And I first thought Mother, I thought you were covering Mother. I'm sitting in the middle of a hotel in Miami waiting to get on a cruise ship. And I'm like, is he covering Mother?
That would be sad.
And then I didn't hear the Mother. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, it's Will. Yay. It's Will.
It's funny because I remember sending you and the mixes as we were getting them, because I had this thing in my head where I was like, is this even fucking good? I can't tell. Like, you know how you get in your head? And I was like, well, I know there's 2 guys that would be brutally honest with me. One would be nice about it, Jordan, and the other would be you, Mr. Barfi. And you said the kind of words to me, and you took my stress that was about this big and made it about this big in that moment. So thank you for that. And I love you, and I love that I can trust you and your feedback, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. It's one thing, and where some musicians will take they'll purposely say, yeah, like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. And it could be dog shit. And I wanted to see my friend succeed. So if I hear something that doesn't sound right, and it's got to be something serious. Like I mean, anybody can nitpick on anything, you know. And that's just what it is. Like I could always say, oh, the drums sound this sounds that, but overall levels, mix, style, it's fucking awesome. And it's a great song. But speaking of good songs, real quickly to do some shameless promotion for Sleeper Signal, for those who live in Nashville, coming out, maybe sometime in June, you might see them there. But here's One Day.
I just wanna say it out loud. I'm doing fine right now, but one day things will turn our way, and I'm gonna say it now. All the world is ours, but today we act now or wait. One day, yeah.
You can really rickroll everybody.
In the best way, dude. It's actually so fucking funny you should say that. So when we were recording that, I was like, Leo, I was like, this is kind of a familiar melody. He was like, and Leo and his Brazilian accent, he goes, bro, I don't even give a fuck. This sounds so good. We're doing it.
Oh, but seriously, when you're playing it live, you could literally just in the middle of it, just do a quick pause, like never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, back into the chorus. Like just a quick bam, punching the fucking face. That would be awesome.
Yeah. It's that song means so much to the two of us, me and Leo, man. And I remember, if you want to hear like a funny quick story about it, I don't want to interrupt the flow of the podcast too much, but when we recorded the acoustic demo for that song, so what we did acoustic demos of every song before we actually went to the rehearsal space and then inevitably into the studio to do it for real. And he had lent me his truck because my car got stolen like a couple of weeks prior, and he drives like a giant like pickup truck, right? Like not a car that I would drive. And as he called me to be like, dude, where are you? I was like in tears, and I was like, Leo, I'm so sorry. I dented the truck. He was like, what do you mean you dented the truck? And I was like, I was coming out of the, and I took the turn like too tight. And I basically whacked the side of his truck into like a pillar coming out of like the drive up ATM. And he was like, just get over to the studio and we'll take a look. He took one look at it. He was like, bro, that ain't shit. He was like, come on, get in the studio. We got a song to write.
That's
not
awesome.
like a memory of mine when it comes to like that song and those recording sessions. So
that's awesome. No, I mean it's a great jam. They keep saying I'm telling me to move over. Move over where? I'm only in this little box right here. Like as far as my parameters are.
if that's your left hand, maybe move towards it because I can see what I'm looking at.
This is my left. So if I move left,
yeah, go to your left.
That's my
your
left.
Other left. There he is.
There you are.
But then on my monitor, I'm getting cut off because of Will's beautiful face. Who cares? You don't need to see me. I'm ugly as fuck, people. Just
I'll
look
give you
at
a kiss.
Yeah, it's actually I'm on the other side of you. Anywho, doesn't matter. Can you see me now? There, all the kids out there tell me to move the fuck over. I'm over here now.
There.
Is it side good? Somebody comment. Bueller. Other left. God fucking damn it! I hate you.
Has it been keeping you up at night?
I get confused too.
Nope. What? Here we go. Okay. I am literally dead center of my monitor. Can you all see my fucking face? Show this picture to your fucking kids. You're going to have nightmares tonight saying, kids, if you don't brush your teeth, you're going to look like this guy. This guy's going to come in your fucking bed. This is how I'm going to do this. But, where were we at?
Well, I was going to ask, does this stuff keep you up at night?
What, not being in frame of?
Yeah. Joe, is this what keeps you up at night?
No. Oh,
gentlemen, we might be showing our age here.
you know what's keeping me up at night? Wait, what the fuck is going on? No, this is actually. We'll try it that way. What's it doing? Let me see. My hands. Nope, that way. Got it. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm actually on YouTube right now, trying to so everyone can.
There we go.
There we. Hey, look now, y'all fuck faces see me. There you go. There we go. Now all your fuck faces can see me. Sorry, but it's funny because on my camera, there's nothing there. It's just my microphone.
Huh.
Oh.
Unless I'm just fucking up really bad here tonight.
No.
Nope. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Aiden, what's keeping you up at night?
Oh man. It was been keeping me up at night is what if life is just a poorly told WWE storyline commentated by Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse the Body Ventura.
You know, it's kind of shocking that you're saying that, considering like they haven't been in wrestling since you've been alive. So, but I can see that. I still hear Vince McMahon whenever I see like a fight happening. I automatically go into a Vince McMahon voice when he was doing commentation. Like, oh my God, somebody get that. What the hell is going on here? That was always like, you know, even like when you're obviously when your siblings you play wrestle, you know, it's always, you know, when your brother grabs the big pillow, it's like, oh my God, he's got the chair. Somebody call a goddamn doctor. What the hell?
Somebody just snapped him in half.
So what's keeping me up at night is, do you think that NASA uses thunderstorms as a cover-up for intergalactic space battles?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because, like, have you seen all this shit going, like random rocket scientists, like 12 rocket scientists have now just been unalived?
Yeah.
Like the NASA scientists are now becoming the new drummer of Spinal Tap. It's fucking weird, man. But anywho, my will. So let's see here. So you were on the show called Banded.
Yes.
What was Banded? Because I actually after watching it, I originally thought you were in Brazil for this, because that's the way it was first told to me, that this was shot in Brazil. Yet I saw no Brazilian people except for Leo.
So, okay, I think the confusion there was that when the show wrapped. So, okay, this started even before that. So when we released the track Out of My Mind back in 2021, we signed an international distribution deal with Virgin Music, and particularly their South American Brazil branch. So there was already like a lot of work that we were doing in South America. They were kind of plugging us as like the next like big American rock band down there. And like, that's when things kind of started like getting, I don't want to say like blow up, but like a little bit more legitimate for us. So like, that's when like our Instagram blew up, and like my personal Instagram blew up. Like all out of nowhere, I wake up one day and I have a blue check mark next to my name, and I've got like 10,000 followers on Instagram, what have you. And I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking neat. For the record, I earn that shit fucking fair and square. I do not pay for that. Anyway, so fast forward about a year after that. So late 2022, we basically were approached by a couple of TV producers. They originally wanted Leo. They said, hey man, we're basically getting ready to do this reality TV series called something else. It was called Project Supergroup. And the premise is it's kind of like The Voice, it's kind of like Idol, but it's like a band-based music competition. So we're going to take 25 people. We're going to stick them into four or five different bands, 4 people each. And there's going to be songwriting challenges, and Brandon Jenner's going to be the host, and there's going to be other famous people involved as songwriting coaches and this, that, the other thing. So when the show had wrapped, however, we got approached to travel to Brazil and play a couple of festival gigs with a band called The Calling, which was very popular in the early 2000s. They had quite a few hits and have maintained some pretty big relevancy overseas. So I think that's where the confusion kind of happened because it was all happening at the same time. But Banded was shot entirely in Nashville. So what they did was they gathered us all up. Well, I'll finish with like how I got on the show. Leo originally said, I don't want to fucking do that shit. TV is not for me, but I've got just the guy for you. His name is William James. He's the lead singer of our band. He's a bit younger than me, and I think he would really love to jump on this opportunity. I auditioned. Basically, they picked me before I auditioned. Like, it's like almost like they wanted me to be on it. So I got the phone call from the lawyer like within the next like few hours and was like, hey, like you've been selected. Here's what's going to happen. I want to say it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. I went and auditioned before my morning shift at Tailgate Brewery. And halfway through my shift, I got a phone call and I was like, to my boss, I was like, I need to take this. This could be important. And by the time I had come back in, onto the behind the bar to continue my shift, I was like, hey, I low-key have to quit. I just got picked up to be on this reality TV show and they want me moved in to like the musician's house by Sunday, which would be like less than 72 hours later. And he was like, dude, that's fucking amazing. Like, this kind of sucks that you have to leave us for a little while, but like follow your dreams. Like, they were very supportive of it. Next thing I know, the lawyer also says, hey, by the way, we need one more musician for the project. We need a badass bass player. And I said, I got the guy for you. Let me work on him a little bit because he originally said no. So I called up Leo and I was like, dude, 1, you have to do this. 2, they want you. And 3, please don't make me do fucking reality TV by myself. Come on, bro. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And they're letting us do this together. Like, don't abandon me. He was like, fine, I'll do it. By that Sunday, we all met up at the Embassy Suite Hotel in downtown Nashville. They loaded us up in a couple of Sprinter vans, drove us up to this like 13-bedroom mansion out in like Mount Juliet. And the next day we were on camera and we ran all the rehearsals for the episodes at the Municipal Auditorium right there over by Music Row over there in Nashville. And it was kind of cool. I basically was like living in this dope ass house that wasn't my shitty apartment at the time, with a bunch of really cool people making some really cool music. Wendy Starland was my songwriting coach, and her and I still have a very beautiful friendship. I mean, she taught me so much, and I think I taught her a little bit too about like being a young rock and roller in the modern age. And we wrote beautiful music together, and we had so many laughs. And ultimately, the group that I was in ended up winning the TV series, like the competition. And as TV goes, though, there was a bunch of promises that weren't delivered and certain things, but it really legitimatized or whatever, like my career with Sleeper Signal, because I think that was the turning point where a lot of people started taking not only myself, but my band more seriously. And they were like, wow, this guy like has some good chops and can write a fucking song. And that's when we started getting like really, really popular. And, a few months later, I'm in Brazil doing like radio interviews. And then a few months after that, I'm down there with the full doing performances and stuff. So it all kind of happened like within a calendar year. So that's probably why it got a little bit convoluted, but I enjoyed Brazil. Brazil fucking rocks, man. I love those people. Those people love me. And it's just a way different way of life than we know it here in America. As an Italian, like family, coming from an Italian family, I've always like Latin cultures and the way that they are with their food, culture, and music is very similar. So I felt very welcomed and at home there, and I can't wait to get back.
So I found a lovely little clip from when you won, the song that you used when you won, and it was very hard to get a good enough of you, because as great as it is to look at Wendy, I wanted to see my boy. I wanted to see my boy, but here is a clip from the season finale of Banded with Will.
Wow, man, I haven't seen that since we all got together and watched this season finale, like as a as the group that was all a part of it. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking badass.
Thanks,
You know,
man.
being able to have that shit documented, and you know, it was a pretty ripping song. And it's a shame that like nothing came out of it between the four of y'all or five of y'all.
Well, it is kind of cool. So, like, to talk about some of the other members, like, in that group. So, what a special, first of all, like, when I look back on, like, photos of us as a group, it almost looks like somebody in a Hollywood toy factory said, we're going to take this toy and this toy and this toy, and we're going to put in this cute little package with a beautiful bun on, like, ribbon on top. And that's going to be this band. Like, it was so crazy how the four of us looked well together and also played well together. Molly, oh my God, what an incredible drummer. And she is as amazing as an individual as she is as a musician. She's kicking ass right now. She's like full-time on the road with country artists and doing her own thing. She's got endorsements and sponsorships. Really proud of her. Jacqueline, the lead vocalist, what a sweetheart and what an incredible vocalist. I mean, to write songs with somebody who can sing circles around me and hit notes that I could never even dream of was such a fun thing, because I'm like writing songs that I know I don't have to sing, that somebody else will be able to sing way better than I ever could. And that was a lot of fun with that too. Robbie, the other guitar player, I jokingly called him my little brother because I was 28 at the time and I think he was just freshly 21. And he loves Green Day and he loves the style of guitars that I also play, the Les Paul Juniors and shit. And it was like really sweet because I felt like in a lot of ways. So this was interesting too. I was the only person that wasn't in my young 20s and wasn't in my 30s yet. I was like the middle child. So a lot of the older cats would be like, what are you thinking? I'd be like, I don't know, man. And the younger cats would come to me and I'd be like, well, when I was your age, like, you know what I mean? So I kind of felt like the weird, like middle child uncle at times. And so it just was so cool, man. And we had a lot of fun. But that track, Ready or Not, actually went on to be recorded out in LA. And Wendy got, I think it was Mike or Matt Platnikoff to produce it. And this was a big moment for me. The song that I wrote inevitably got recorded like and released on MP3 or Spotify or whatever by the guitarist Phil X, who I'm sure you know. He's one of my favorite, not my most favorite studio guitar player. And he FaceTimed me in the studio and was like, dude, this is a killer track, man. And I was just like, I can't believe one of my favorite guitar players that I've been watching on YouTube since I was like 10 years old, maybe 12 years old, is now recording a song that I pieced together. So like that was a huge honor and a privilege for me.
That's awesome, man.
Fuck yeah, man. Phil's the master.
I mean, well, just you. One, as I was telling before we went live, I was telling Aiden about you and how you, no matter what, you can always tell when people are like putting on a farce with being a genuinely good person. Like it's easy to tell. Like if I started being nice to people, you could look at me right now and go like, "You're a fucking artist." Like it's just not in my nature to be polite, but you can just tell. And I was telling Aiden that like literally, you'll find the good in everything on somebody, and that's one thing I like talk with you and just bullshit with you. And when I send you my tracks, kind of wish you were more, you know, forthcoming, but it's always good to hear the excitement part of it. And that's one thing I do like about hanging with you, working with you. And then, you know, going on the road with you was fun, you know, and I can't wait to do it this time around in a few months.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what it is? I found like it feels much good to smile than it feels to frown, right? I know as I get older, the only wrinkles I hope to ever have are smile wrinkles, right? And it feels a lot better to laugh than it is to raise your voice in anger. It hurts a lot less, and it hurts a lot less people also. So it's got to keep it on.
The only wrinkles I want as I get older are my ball sack. That's right. You know, what if you put Botox on your ball sack?
As a man who's had surgery on his ball sack, I don't know, man. Any movement down there is not going to look good.
I know. I mean, same. But I mean, would it smooth it out, or would you not get any migraines? I mean,
Like fire up the iron and just like get the old iron board out and just kind of stretch and just say it.
Theme it in place.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah. I mean, what? That's where I have to do that. I mean, that'd be a good Urban Dictionary type of statement, like the ironing balls, and it's just when a man does the bat wing and he uses an iron just to smooth it out. But speaking of Urban Dictionary,
Oh Jesus!
you like that segue, didn't you?
Oh, that was well rehearsed, sir.
That just came right off the tip of my balls. But so we're gonna play a little game with you, Will, and those at home, if you are watching, what's a bat wing? Oh,
They gotta be waiting.
I'll Snapchat you a bat wing. Don't you worry. Pretty much a bat wing is when you grab your scrotum and you stretch it out, so you feel all the veins and shit like a bat wing. So Aiden, we're gonna let you, since you did pick these already. Let's see. We'll start with this one. Let me pull it up. Where's my banners at? Let's go here. We'll start with this one.
Charizarding. So I'm gonna give you guys two definitions, and let's see which one wins your fancy. So definition A: when you light a girl's pubes on fire and put it out with your jizz, then flap your arms and say you don't have enough badges to train me. Definition 2: where a man with jaundice proceeds to engage in coitus with a partner while flapping makeshift wings to increase propulsion with each thrust. Right before reaching climax, he lets out a mighty roar right in their ear. Which one sounds like the definition for Charizarding?
I'd say number one.
Yeah, I'm going to say. I mean, I love the Pokemon, so I'm going to have to say it's got to be number one.
Well done, boys. That was well executed.
Yeah, high five! Yay! All right, moving on to our next one. Let's see here. We'll do this one.
All right, one of my personal favorites.
Oh God.
I remember hearing this in like middle school and absolutely like pissing myself over the definition. An angry raccoon, a sexual act where you put a finger in a partner's butthole, yell their name, and as they turn around, you draw circles around their eyes with the feces that is on your finger. Then you run out of the house and knock the trash can over.
What's the next one?
When you inject a raccoon with rabies and proceed to throw it like a grenade over in your neighbor's backyard during a party.
Oh, it's got to be the first one.
Yeah.
It's got to be the first one. What was that?
I feel like the gnarliest like definition is usually the correct one. It's like...
Oh. All right. And if anybody at home who's watching this, if you've actually performed any of these stunts, please share. Please. Please. All right. Moving on to the next one here. We've got this one.
Oh, so the clutch oven. The act of farting and child locking the windows and then cranking the heat for maximum on maximum for the utmost devastation.
You're a goddamn monster.
And option B, where a bus driver leaves a bus of misbehaving kids in a Walgreens parking lot unattended for 90 minutes.
It's funny. It takes a baby is formed for 9 months at 98.6 degrees, and he comes out fine. You leave a kid in a car for 15 minutes at 98.6 degrees, and he's fucking dead. God, that was horrible. I'm gonna have to say the first one, even though I wish it would be the second one.
Yeah, the first one. Unfortunately, I had to make some of these other options up.
Fair enough. So
Actually, funny story about that, and he's probably gonna kill me if he sees this, but my best friend Victor like was notorious for doing this when we were like growing up. Like, and I'll never forget, there was a time we were like 15, maybe 16 years old, and his mom, who I also called Ma, like we were close like that. She was driving us to the mall or something, and I'm in the back seat. My buddy Victor's in the front passenger seat, and I see him like go like this to his mom, like to whisper something. Next thing I know, like me and I think my buddy Vinny was in the back seat with me. We're like, oh my god, what is that god awful smell? And we go to like, and we could not. And my boy Vic literally did that to us. His mom was in on it. And she's like, she's cracking up. I'm cracking up, dude. I'm like, Vic, that's fucking disgusting, bro. How could you do that to us? So yeah.
So I always called that hotboxing.
Okay.
I always called that hotboxing.
But with the green smell, not the brown smell.
Are we going to bring up the Canadian parking meter?
Oh,
Holy-
Jesus. That's one of the worst ones I've ever seen, Joe.
Well, I'll have to look for that. We'll have to save that for another episode.
Yeah.
Write that down, Aiden. We'll have to save that for another episode. But so we're gonna move on to the next one. Now, backstory before I even show this one is because I was dating this broad out of Texas, and hell of a broad, nice girl. But she had a healthy toy box, and good job. But she had this anal hook. It looked like a giant fishing hook, but it had a ball where the hook would be at the end, the Sharpie point, and it had a loop. Like you could literally put a rope in there, or like if they had long hair, you could tie your hair back there. So I always joked and called that the Mississippi meat hook, but it's not the Mississippi meat hook. But this is. So Mississippi meat hook, is it when you stick a finger and thumb in a woman's holes and then walk them around, or when you stick your finger up a woman's bum and then give her the fish hook with that same finger?
Oh my God.
Yikes.
I might go B.
You're gonna go B. What are you gonna go, Will?
Oh
like,
man,
Will's like, give me the fuck off.
I love the people. I could never imagine any of them doing anything like this. No, I'm kidding.
I got nothing else to do down there. So what are you saying? One or two?
Probably one.
You are correct. It is number one. So but also you could call that the Adele if you want to do it right, because if you go up and do that, it's hello from the other side.
Oh, good old Adele.
Did you come up with that just now?
No, I've said that a while back, but as I was thinking about these moves and I'm reading, I'm like, that's the Adele. It's just hello from the other side. So now this one, I'm going to admit I have done. This is called The Unknown Comic. Now, I'm not a good man. I've never said I was a good man. But when you take a person into a dark room and have sex with them, and then you leave and give them the wrong name, or when you have sex with an ugly person and make them wear a paper bag over their head, and afterwards have them write their phone number down on it.
Woof.
Which one is it?
Number two.
Will?
That seems more comical. Just based off the description, I'm going to go ahead and say number two also.
You are correct. It is a number two.
A number two.
That was a number two. I love it. You never called. Well, the line I used was the girl's like, "Oh, you said you went shopping." I said, "You're right. I went food shopping, and I like to recycle." This is why I do not have. Oh, that's so terrible. But yeah, listen, I'm not. I'll never tell anyone I'm not. I'm a nice guy. I'm a good guy, but not a nice guy. So, but I think it is time for our favorite segment. Don't you think, there, Aiden?
Oh, what the fuck? After that one, what the fuck, Joe?
Exactly. It's time for what the fuck. We're only gonna do one this week. This one, I'll disclaimer this. This is all for comedic purposes. This
Of
is not
course.
attacking anybody. And Will, if you do not want to comment, I fully understand and I will respect it. But we're only doing one this week because it's a bit. I got a bit going for this one. But here is the what the fuck, and you'll see why.
What are you gonna do? Move off what? Why? I'm not terrorizing no one.
So my what the fuck is, first off, that guy you're yelling at two dogs with muzzles on your faces. What the fuck? Like, don't fuck with the goddamn dogs. You know, they're muzzled. They're fine. She needs them for protection. They're muzzled. You're all right. Now, 2. Why does every religion have to have the funniest fucking outfits? Like I have friends. I have some Hebrew and Shebrew friends, and I've never seen them wear that outfit. Like do you like have to barter and bargain enough to get the super cloak? Like, is that what it is? But then you got to look at other religions too, which is even worse. Is like, you know, here we go. We got this one. That's the Pope. That's the Pope's outfit. You know, looking. You know, then you've got the Cardinals who wear this hat, looking like their hats are from Panda Express. I mean, it's all made in China, probably anyway. You've got your. Oh, let's see what this. Oh, okay. I was making sure I wasn't missing some funny comments here. Then you have your Eastern Orthodox. You know, so why
like
do these
Packers drip right there?
What's that?
Like the Green Bay Packers drip right there, the green, gold, and white.
Oh, yeah, really. You know, I think that's the only thing I don't like about you, Will, is that you're a Packers fan.
Go Pack, go Jordan! You know we got this. Come on now.
Yeah, but you know, and it's funny because what is the one common thing that all these religions have? And if you're a religious, I don't fucking care. This is all for jokes, so shut up. But what is the one thing that all religions have in common? For the most part,
Really sick hats.
they're anti-gay, and it's clearly evident because a gay man would never let you wear something like that. I'm just saying. They're going to look at that and go, Jesus Christ, what are you wearing? And they're going to look at you and go, well, it's for Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is like, no, it's not. Nah. He's like, all their outfits look like it's a fucking tablecloth. And then we have this gem right here. when you know, Power Rangers got downside and got sent to India, obviously. So it's like when you got to save the world at 2, but you got to be IT support at 3. Like, but so when I see these religious folks, and you can always tell me to shut the fuck up. But when I see these religious folks, this is all I see. Is Pastafarians. That's it. The spaghetti monster religion, which is an actual religion, and they wear colanders on their head. And frankly, that's what I see. So,
have you been on Instagram and YouTube? I like this guy. This guy, he gets it. He basically, it's like the church of rock and roll, and his whole thing is like, he's got like a wall of cabs, and he's usually drinking like a Bud Heavy and smoking a cig. He's like,
yes,
this is roll. And like, from what if what he's saying is true, he actually established his own like I don't know if it's like a 501c. I don't know the business like that, which religion is business, but I'll leave it at that. However, and he's like doing his thing, man. And it goes to show, like, if you believe in something heavy enough, man, like, and you get followers, like, you could establish your own subcultured religion. And I would totally subscribe to the religion of rock and roll, man, because at the end of the day, that is my church, dude.
Yeah. I am an ordained minister, and you need 3 followers to form a church. To actually have to get to do the paperwork for a church, and I'm literally thinking about doing it. Is I'll make a East Coast an East Coast chapter of the Church of Rock and Roll.
Hey, watch starting a church, right? Be easier than starting a fucking band, dude.
Oh,
You'll have
that probably.
You'll have people at your shows. You'll have bandmates. You'll have committed people, bro.
Yeah, which makes no sense. But I will say I would follow the book of Jim Jones, the greatest boxer in the world. 925 people in one punch.
That went fucking. Hey, that was before time technically. So.
Oh, that was great. Yeah,
Oh.
Your reaction was great. It sucked that your microphone clipped out because all you see is just go. But
my Jim Jones, and I'm like, Mike Jones still tipping on 4. I'm like, wait, Jim Jones? Oh, that Jones.
Yes, Jim Jones. But no, but I do want to start a church, and for that main reason is because, well, anybody can start a church nowadays, But it would be easier. I would probably get followers faster than that than having the people who are support your band and support your music actually click a fucking share button. Yeah, now I'm being a dick.
I'll let you in on a little secret here. This is a really funny one. So you might not know this about me, but during COVID, when the bar industry and the music industry came to a screeching halt, I put on a suit and tie, and I was a professional salesman for an insurance firm. And I was also like one test away from becoming a certified financial planner. I was like getting my FA financial advisor's license. I was really good at selling people. And in my like research of like how to be a better salesman, I had happened to stumble across a clip of Joel Osteen, the super church guy. And it was like a YouTube ad. I'm watching it, and I was just like oddly like drawn to like what he was saying. And the thought clicked in my head. I was like, oh, this guy's a killer fucking salesman. He will convince anybody of anything. And I started watching these Joel Osteen videos. And I mean, look, I'm not really a religious guy. Sure, positive message, whatever. But what I gathered from it most was that his nonverbal and his normal communication and how he would like address people and speak of things, he was very good at the art of persuasion. And I watched a lot of those videos, and I used it as rocket fuel for my sales appointments and building trust with clients and closing deals. So it's kind of, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he can rot in hell, that motherfucker, Joel Osteen. But no,
but I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, there's a few good books out there. Even The Art of War is a good one. There's another one by never mind, I won't say that one. But there's a few out there that are really good. And there actually is a book called The Art of Closing the Deal. That's another good sales book. I've read that one.
Let's say.
What's that?
Grant Cardone.
Yeah, I think that was it. But
listen on audio. We're getting away from the conversation here. Anyway, his voice.
So now we're on the final end of our show tonight. So I got to ask you these questions because I feel you will have an answer that I will like. Who was the best Joker?
I mean, is it even a question, bro? Come on.
I mean, yes, this is an actual question because I have a feeling after by that response, I think I know what you're going to say, and we're going to fight. Okay.
As far as committed to the role and making the ultimate sacrifice very shortly afterward.
No. Just who played the Joker the best?
Ledger, bro. All day long.
Oh God, Aiden, who do you got? Mark Hamill or Jack Nicholson is the appropriate answer to that one.
Well, Jack Nicholson scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. We had the VHS tape, and I was just like, "Whoa, my God!"
Oh, he's terrifying in that movie.
Oh yeah,
I-
he's terrifying.
Yeah, he's scarier now than he is in the Joker mask back then.
Like that gif where
But-
he's like, yeah, from the was it The Departed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like nodding his head, like, yeah, dude.
And now that it can be said, because there's multiple of these, who's the best Superman?
I think iconic, like as an icon, Christopher Reeves, that's like OG Superman to a lot of people. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I didn't really follow the whole superhero like movie thing. So like Superman versus Batman, never
okay.
saw it. But Clark Kent, dude, I mean, it's like as simple as, welcome to the planet, and then I'm Superman, So I always liked the character Superman because of his ability to just go from normal guy to like, I gotta be this guy right now.
So here we go. We'll switch gears then, because I had like two more of those, and like, who's your favorite Ninja Turtle and all that BS. But let's go with this one then. Who is the most overrated band to you?
Overrated. Oh man. Modern age or just like of all time?
You can go in general.
It's hard because whenever I think about this question with an overrated band, I then loop back to, wait, actually it makes sense because they were so fucking good. So a lot of people rag on me because the Beatles are my favorite band. I think a lot of people think like, oh, that's just like a, like a triggered response. Everyone loves the Beatles. Like, of course you would say that. Honestly, dude, I go through this, I hate to say this because I'm also a huge fan. I have all these records on vinyl, and I had this subscription to the Third Man Record Vault, and I love everything about it. But I feel like I'm gonna like incriminate myself here saying this, but I honestly think that Jack White and the White Stripes are overrated. But again, I loved them so much when I was younger, and every time I circle back, I'm like, oh, it's because this was not just a band. This was like such a significant, important piece of music history. But as far as daily listening, every time I hear like Seven Nation Army, I'm like, just turn that fucking shit off, dude. It's so overexplained. Yet, I'll never forget the excitement of hearing that for the first time, or seeing that music video, or thinking like, oh my God, it's a chick drummer, and there's only two of them, and this guy is like ghostly looking and pale like me. Like, that's crazy. So yeah.
I had to agree with you. I cannot stand the White Stripes. I cannot stand the White Stripes. I will respect him as a guitar player, as an instrumentalist, as a songwriter. I will respect him everything else except that band was fucking horrible. And who do you have for overrated?
For most overrated band of all time?
Yeah, who would you, like? What's the one band that you hear and you're like, why do you like? Why?
This is gonna get some people on this podcast very, very mad. Rush.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
You just dissed a top 3 band for me.
And I'm sorry about that. It's just like, it was one of those things where I could never get into it. And I think it was mainly just because of Geddy Lee's voice. Like, I just like it's the to me it's the ultimate like just badass musicians with just like questionable like at least like not my cup of tea vocals. So I apologize, but that's my answer.
Mine is U2.
Oh, dude, come on. You guys are killing me over here.
U2 is God. I like the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm listening to their old stuff, and then like they came, and like I remember listening to them when they were like Joshua Tree and all that stuff. That early shit came out, and I'm like, all right, this is okay, this is good. And then like they disappeared for a while, and then when they came back, it was like they're the greatest thing in the world. And fucking Bono with his "I'm going to save the world for everybody," and this is how we. No, shut the fuck up, Bono. Stop wearing your sunglasses. Shut the fuck up. But and then after Apple ear fucked me with their album on my phone, fuck you. But U2 is just one of them bands. I hear it on the radio and I just want to no. Like I want to look at people and say like and they let you drive, you know. I can't. That's one of them bands.
I feel like what I'm gonna say next is gonna make your head spin. I think that one of the most underrated bands of all time that is considered a very overrated band of all time. And I think you might be surprised when I tell you how much I love this band. The Grateful Dead.
Ooh.
Just gonna go up and say it. I know.
That's
it, dude.
So I will say I do feel they are overrated, but it's not like I could listen to some of the Grateful Dead. There's one song, if I ever hear it, I will probably go on a murderous rampage because I had just bad experiences with this song. So real quickly, so we're out of time. I would go skiing up in the mountains. Radio station in Philadelphia would have day off at the slopes, and we would go to this bar called Shenanigans, and they had this called the Jug Handle Band, and they'd play every year. They were like the weekend band up there. Now the Shenanigans was your family restaurant, a bar, and a nightclub. They had different levels and tiers, and the Jug Handle Band would play, and the first 2 years, like the second year they played, it was the same set list, and I'm like I had a deja vu moment. And then they would play Fire on the Mountain. Fire on the Mountain's already a long ass song, and they would play it for 11 fucking minutes. 11 minutes. I would go outside. I literally got to the point I could smoke, and I was a smoker back then, and I had Pall Malls, and there were Pall Mall 100s, and I could smoke 2 of them before the song was fucking over. So I mean, Cocaine is a great song, like they have some good jams, good songs, and then also because I saw like Phil Lesh and Friends and all those guys in concert, I almost got killed in a interpretive dance mosh pit. I'm not even joking. I really wish I was joking. I was working the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey, and I was carrying around fucking cotton candy, and they started playing, and it was a interpretive dance pit. I mean, it was a circle pit, and they were just and all I'm seeing is dirt and BO and patchouli flying all around. It smelled fucking horrible. like fucking it's when I learned the term Wookie, what a Wookie is. I'm thinking it's just no, it's these dirty fucking hippie fucks. And like they listen to a lot of bands that I listen to now, like but the reggae rock and all those type of bands, and I still don't like them. Like fuck Wookiees, unless your name is Chewbacca, go take a bath, wash yourself. But that is it for this episode. I just love you, Will. So I'll gladly stay on the phone with you forever. But that
you silly man. I love you too, buddy.
And so I don't care, Jordan, get mad at me. You will see Sleeper Signal and the Hungry and Dangerous in June over in Nashville. So
big man, it's been a while.
I know. I can't wait to see y'all and give everyone some love and not get shocked with a shock collar. So
yeah.
But that is it. Check out Sleeper Signal. Check out William James. Thank you for being on the show. And we'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget, No Mercy coming out May 8th. Hit the pre-save.
Go pre-save it.
Pre-save it, motherfuckers. All right. Peace.
Peace.